very warm welcome, dear friends. I'm Sadia Herzog, psychologist and early career researcher working in the field of dementia for about 8 years. Today, we will learn about the importance of diet and exercise of elderly persons with dementia. The aging process can change eating habits. For example, a person's sense of taste and smell may change as one ages, which can affect what he or she chooses to eat and impact overall health. There can also be problems with teeth or gums or dentures that make eating more uncomfortable. Diseases affecting vision are also common in elderly. This can make preparing, recognizing, and enjoying foods more difficult. In addition to these typical age-related changes, the changes in a person's ability to function as dementia progresses makes maintaining health even more difficult. Persons with dementia may forget to eat and drink, forget the steps involved in cooking, lose the appetite due to the medications they are taking, change in medication dosage or due to depression. They forget how to hold and use the utensils, have difficulty communicating their desire for foods they would like to eat or recognize that they are hungry or thirsty. They develop difficulty in chewing and swallowing. Some of the causes of poor diet among persons with dementia are decreased sense of smell and taste. The person with dementia may not eat because food may not smell or taste as good as it was once. Problem of teeth and gum. Eating may be painful, but the person may not be able to tell you this. Make sure to check dental health of the elderly and visit the dentist regularly. Have difficulty communicating their desire for food they would like to eat or recognize that they are hungry or thirsty. Behavior problems. A person with dementia may experience behavior changes that can include agitation and anger. These behaviors can manifest in such ways as refusing to eat or spitting out food. Trying to figure out why the person is acting out this way and what to do about it can be very challenging. Some possible reasons for their behavior include that they don't like the food or beverage. The food or drink is too hot or cold. They don't like the people or the eating area they are in. They are frustrated by the difficulties they are having. They feel rushed to finish their meal. They don't want help eating or drinking. Not recognizing food. The person may no longer recognize the foods you put on his or her plate. Forget how to hold and use the utensils. Not enough exercise. Lack of physical activity will decrease appetite. Encourage simple exercise such as going for a walk, gardening, or washing dishes. Dysphagia or difficulty in swallowing contributes to reduced intake of food. The swallowing difficulties and lower appetite are natural indicators of the progression of the disease. Family will experience less distress and have a greater understanding of progression of the disease if they are prepared of these events in advance. During the middle and late stages of Alzheimer's, distractions, too many choices, and changes in perception, taste, and smell can make eating more difficult. The following tips can help. Involve the person with dementia with meal preparation if the person is still able to do it. Perhaps he or she could help cook a portion of the meal or set the table. Allow the person to be as independent as possible by selecting the meal items to eat and drink, as much as reasonable that can be. When to eat each type of meal, for example, he or she may prefer a larger lunch and a smaller dinner. And where to sit to eat. Remember, food preferences may change and the person may like foods previously never liked or dislike previously loved foods. Offer a variety of different color foods with pleasant aromas. Try a wide selection of different foods. Remember, tastes and likes may change with age. Use herbs and spices, sauces, gravies, or broths to add flavor to the food. Serve only 1 or 2 foods at a time. Too many foods at once may be overwhelming. Simplify by serving one dish at a time. For example, 1 chapati at a time with 1 simple dal followed by another chapati and vegetable. Eat together. Make meals an enjoyable social event so everyone looks forward to the experience. Research suggests that people eat better when they are in the company of others. Keep the table setting simple. Avoid placing items on the table, such as table arrangements or plastic fruits that might distract or confuse the person. Use only the utensils needed for the meal. Serve meals in quiet surrounding, away from the television and other distraction. Distinguish food from the plate. Changes in visual and spatial abilities may make it tough for someone with dementia to distinguish food from the plate or the plate from the table. It can help to use white plates or bowls with a contrasting color placemat. Use solid color instead of patterns and different colors or tablecloths, placemats, bowls and plates. This can help make the food easier to see. Talk to an occupational therapist who can offer specially designed utensils and cups that will make eating and drinking easier. Limit use of spoons and forks as much as possible. Offer finger foods like rice or roti, etc., which can be eaten using hands. Prepare food so they aren't hard to chew or swallow. Grind foods, cut them into bite-sized pieces. Or serve soft foods, khichdi, dalia, soup, etc. Check the food temperature. A person with dementia might not be able to tell if something is too hot to eat or drink. Always test the temperature of food and beverage before serving them. Be flexible to food preferences. Keep long-standing personal preferences in mind when preparing food, and be aware that a person with dementia may suddenly develop new food preferences or reject foods that were liked in the past. Give the person plenty of time to eat. Remind him or her to chew and swallow carefully. Keep in mind that it may take an hour or longer to finish eating. Keep in mind the person may not remember when or if he or she has eaten. If the person continues to ask about eating breakfast, consider serving several breakfasts, small portions like juice followed by toast followed by cereal. Make sure the person is sitting up straight with head leaning slightly forward while feeding. Also let the person sit straight for another 30 minutes after eating if possible. Ensure hydration. Persons with dementia are less able to recognize their thirst. It is therefore important for the caregiver to check for the dry mouth, thick saliva, and monitor timely intake of water. Food with high water content like watermelon, cucumber, yogurt, etc. may be given to the person. Be alert for signs of choking. Avoid foods that are difficult to chew thoroughly like raw carrots, etc. Encourage the person to sit up straight with his or her head slightly forward. If the person's head tilts backward, move it to the forward position. At the end of the meal, check the person's mouth to make sure food has been swallowed. Learn the Heimlich maneuver in case of an emergency. Address a decreased appetite. If the person has decreased appetite, try preparing favorite foods. Increase physical activity or plan for several small meals rather than 3 large ones. If the person's appetite does not increase, he or she is losing weight, consult with the doctor. Keep in mind, as a person's activity level decreases, he or she may not need as many calories. Only use vitamin supplements on the recommendation of a physician. Don't rush the person to start or finish eating. If the person has difficulty speaking, look at his or her body language and eyes for clues as to what he or she might want or need. Never put pressure on the person to eat or drink. If the person is showing signs of anger or irritation, wait for them to calm down and then offer some food and beverage. A person with severe dementia may forget how to eat. For example, he or she may forget how to open their mouth as food approaches. Use yourself as a model for showing the person how to open your mouth to receive the spoonful of food. The person may need help with the physical act of eating. Proper nutrition is important to keep the body strong and healthy. For a person with Alzheimer's or dementia, Poor nutrition may increase behavioral symptoms and cause weight loss. The basic nutrition tips below can help boost the person with dementia's health and your health as well as a caregiver. Cut down on refined sugars. Often found in processed foods, refined sugars contain calories but lack vitamins, minerals, and fiber. You can tame a sweet tooth with healthier options like a fruit or juice, sweetened baked goods. But note that in the later stages of Alzheimer's, if loss of appetite is a problem, adding sugar to foods may encourage eating. Limit foods with high sodium and use less salt. Most people consume too much sodium, which affects blood pressure. Cut down by using spices or herbs to season food as an alternative. Limit foods with high saturated fat and cholesterol. Some fat is essential for health, but not all fats are equal. Go light on fats that are bad for heart health, such as butter, solid shortening, lard, and fatty cuts of meats. Provide balanced diet with a variety of foods. Offer vegetables, fruits, whole grains, low-fat dairy products, and lean protein foods. Ensure your loved ones drink a lot of water and keep them well hydrated. The excessive consumption of processed foods, complex carbohydrates, and sugar triggers the production of toxic substrates in the body. These compounds cause inflammation and generation of plaques in the brain and eventually impaired cognition. Certain commonly consumed foods items such as pasta, cheese, white bread, and processed meat are often linked with Alzheimer's. Even the whole grain bread is also considered harmful by some of the scientists as it can cause spikes in blood sugar level, which is a major cause of neuronal inflammation. Also, the diet containing nitrates such as microwave popcorn, beer, or margarine is also linked with Alzheimer's. Unfortunately, these food items are widely consumed in many countries. Nevertheless, when consumed in moderation and balanced with other healthy diet items, these foods do not pose a direct risk to Alzheimer's. Mind Diet is a close comrade of heart-healthy diets, also known as dietary approaches to stop hypertension diet. Doctors consider Mind Diet as serious management approach for Alzheimer's. It reduces the risk of developing Alzheimer's by more than 50% and improve cognitive function in the patients by more than 30%. Mind Diet comprises the following components: green leafy vegetables, 1 salad and 1 other vegetable daily, omega-3 fatty acid rich diet at least once every week, nuts, unsalted walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts, etc., which are high in vitamins, fibers, and omega-3 fatty acids 4 to 5 times a week. Whole grains, carbohydrates such as oats, whole wheat, or brown rice thrice daily, processed carbs, and desserts should be avoided. Berries, 2 servings of berries, blueberries in a week as they contain polyphenol, which is very helpful in Alzheimer's. Beans, 3 to 4 servings in a week. Cheese, to be avoided not more than once a week. In a study published in Alzheimer's Dementia in 2015, high adherence to the Mind Diet along with the DASH and Mediterranean diets may help reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Moreover, the moderate adherence to the Mind Diet may also decrease one's risk. Choking while eating is also called aspiration. Aspiration is a condition in which food, liquids, saliva, or vomit is breathed into the airways. Some visible signs of aspirations are coughing during meals, coughing even if the saliva is swallowed, choking and gagging during meals, raspy breath, noisy breathing, wet or gurgly voice. Some of the silent signs of aspirations are running nose or watery eyes while eating, spitting while eating, drooling of saliva and liquids, frequent colds and fever, raspy breath, noisy breathing, wet, gurgly voice. Dementia patients aspirate due to the poor nutritional intake or due to eating problems associated with dementia including difficulty in chewing and swallowing, pocketing or spitting, and loss of interest in food. Swallowing problems often lead to aspiration events and pneumonia. Exercise has many benefits for seniors with dementia. Exercise is an excellent non-pharmacological intervention, that is, a non-drug way to improve well-being and reduce challenging behaviors, as well as improving appetite and digestion in seniors with Alzheimer's or dementia. Exercise is an excellent non-drug way to improve well-being and reduce challenging behaviors in persons with dementia. Studies suggest that combining physical exercise with cognitive stimulation may be more successful. The important thing is to find exercises that are enjoyable and safe for their ability level. Exercising is an effective way to reduce fall risk and can reduce pain. Staying active also improves appetite, sleep, and strength. Plus, it's a great way to boost mood and self-esteem. The important thing is to find exercises that are enjoyable and safe for their ability level. Exercising is an effective way to reduce fall risk and can reduce pain. All these benefits work to reduce and manage challenging behaviors like agitation, sleep, and many more. How to encourage someone with dementia to exercise? Getting someone with dementia to exercise may not always be easy, especially if they haven't exercised regularly in the past. It may help you if you don't refer to it as an exercise, but treat it as just another regular task in their daily routine or as a fun special activity like a dance party. It's a helpful exercise with your older adult because many people with dementia struggle to start activities on their own and remember sequences. That way, you can demonstrate the movements, slow the pace as needed, and provide help when needed. Being able to mimic your movements and not having the pressure or having to remember what to do makes it more enjoyable activity for the older adult. Leading them in an exercise may seem like yet another thing to pack into your daily non-stop routine, but it can help reduce challenging behaviors and improve sundowning symptoms. Plus, it helps you to get active too. Simple exercise for persons with dementia, like walking, one of the best exercise around, and it's free and safe. Walking around the house, the yard, or outside for any amount of time is wonderful for the body and mind. You could even combine the walk by doing an errand together, like walking the dog or going to the grocery store. The sit to stand exercise strengthens muscles needed for essential activities like using the toilet. Stay balanced in a standing position, hold on to a support when needed, improves balance and posture. Can be a stand-alone exercise or part of an everyday activity like washing dishes. Sit unsupported for a few minutes each day with constant supervision to prevent the falls, strengthens the abdominal and back muscles needed for posture. Stretch while lying in bed, move various body parts and stretch stiff muscles. This can be done with assistance or independently. Some of the moderate exercises for persons with dementia are gardening. Something simple like raking or pulling weeds gives a sense of accomplishment and is a great workout. Household chores, basic chores, can be great exercise like folding laundry, dusting, light vacuuming, or washing the car. Stretches or strength exercises. Try this simple chair stretching routine or the easy strength and balance routine. Try breathing exercise or pranayam, which are helpful in calming down the mind and tackle behavior issues. Advanced exercises for persons with dementia. Dancing. This is a fun activity that doesn't feel like an exercise. Play your older adults' favorite dance music at home and lead them in a private dance party in the living room, or look for social events at senior centers that include dancing, exercise class. Some senior centers or similar organizations offer classes specifically for people with dementia. Water exercises. Make sure someone is constantly supervising them. Some simple exercise for persons with dementia. Aim to stretch the side of the neck. Move your head from side to side, gently dropping your head to the shoulder level. Repeat. All movements should be performed slowly to avoid strain or dizziness. Shoulder raises and rotations. Aim to loosen up the shoulders and neck region. Shrug the shoulders upward towards the ear, then relax. Repeat. Rotate the shoulders slowly in one direction. Repeat in opposite direction. Shoulder push-outs. Aim to stretch the upper trunk and shoulders. Interlock the finger of both hands and raise above hand. Push the palm upwards, straightening out the elbows. Repeat. Aim to stretch the upper trunk and shoulder. Stretch one arm back behind the body. Slowly turn your head, shoulder and trunk to look behind. Repeat. Raise one arm up over the head as high as possible, inhaling during the movement. Exhale as your arm is lowered. Repeat using other arm. Hip stretch. Aim to stretch the large muscles of the upper leg. Sit on the edge of a chair. Raise one leg up to the chest. Then return the foot to the floor and extend the leg back as far as possible. Repeat with other leg. Ankle rotations. Aim to loosen up the ankle region. Extend one leg forward and rotate the ankle, making large circles in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. Repeat with other foot. How much exercise is recommended? Comfortable, loose-fitting clothes should be worn. Shoes are not essential. Do not exercise if not having a temporary illness or unduly tired, and do not exercise when the weather is extremely hot or humid. Do not persist with exercise if the movement continues to cause excessive pain or discomfort. Breathe normally throughout all exercise and do not hold your breath during any movement. Stop exercising immediately and consult your doctor if you experience any of the following, like nausea, dizziness, breathlessness, tightness in the chest, severe muscular or joint pain. Perform all exercise in a smooth, rhythmic manner, stretching to full range and holding momentary before returning to the start position. Avoid bouncing and jerking movements and try to relax during all exercises. As we conclude this session, diet and exercise for people with dementia. Always remember that the exercise or activities that are done with the person with dementia should be as per their liking and as per their current abilities to perform. Make sure the person with dementia enjoys these activities. There will be days when they don't feel like doing the same routine. It's okay to give them a break. Try new strategies if they are not interested. Try to figure out what is the reason for their discomfort. See if the exercise can be done while sitting on a chair to avoid the falls. Try funny ways with them, yet in a respectful manner. Finally, I would like to convey, always remember friendly environment and humor works best. With this, I end this session on diet and exercise. Thank you.